Let's make a run together, I'll be by your side before we collide. And if the sky falls down on you, just beat it up before we collide. Let's make it last forever, I'm ready to fly. Collide. And when the sun don't shine on you, just heat it up before we collide. Let's make a run together, I'll be by your side.
Hello everyone, welcome to the show. How are you? I just wanted to, yes, finally, I got it. I had some issues with the Facebook comments just during the startup of the show, but that's a great thing of having a countdown, and it's a great thing to be here as well. So just a FYI for your information, before the countdown started and I went live to YouTube and Facebook as I do every week, I also started to stream a little bit earlier on Twitch. Half an hour in advance. Well, this time it was only 15 minutes, but moving forward I will have like a bit of a pre-show so that we can, pre-discuss a little bit what we're going to talk about and maybe hang out a little bit more and to see how things are going. But it's immensely busy at the moment. Let me go through the list. I mean, I already have two pages. That is like crazy. So let's delve into it. I see that Caroline is in the house, and Caroline, she told me on Twitch, wow, that's a great set, which I think, I love that you said that. It is, well, basically it's what I love to do. I love, all of the Legos and the Star Wars and audio video equipment. I'm basically a geek, right? So that's Caroline. Also, my dad is in the house, and well, he among others, he says my mouse is not working today as well. Perfect. So everything is perfect with him. And Jordan is also in the house. He says hello, and Jordan is on Facebook. Liam is on YouTube, and he says welcome as well. And indeed, as Caroline says, how great the family is, and that is definitely the case. My dad says, actually, she is unpacking apparently something what I was going to build, needs to know what it actually does. Well, so that's definitely the case. We will be talking about this product right here, which is still, as you can see, under wraps. Let me go into this camera so that you can see a little bit more. It's still wrapped. And we'll see what is going on there. In the meantime, Jordan was asking what music were you playing. I was playing music from Epidemic Sounds. And a big thank you to The Shower for following me. You're a cool guy or girl. What is your real name so that I can say hi to you in real life, which I love, like I also did with Carolyn. All right, let's delve into it. Let's go into the show. This is the wireless tally system, what it is and how it works and why you should do it. Let's talk about it in today's show. And once again, welcome to the show. Welcome to Tech Hono. My name is Petra Verbruggen. And if you'd like to support the show, you can do that just by watching. That's already supporting the show big time. But if you want to donate a little bit, that's also possible on techcono.net. $5, $10, $25. And of course, the bits and all this other stuff, which will be coming back to the Twitch World of Things, that is going to that as well. Also, a special warm welcome to Kathleen, who is also in the house. Welcome, Kathleen. Really great of you to be here. As you can see, I typically know the community, and I just changed the name to the real name because I, again, love to talk to you in person. The cool part is that if you have a system like I have here, is that sometimes it goes to sleep. But I want to talk to you about something really cool, and that is a tally system, which is right here. So this is like that way, that side. That is a tally system, and typically these tally systems are connected via cables or some other stuff, and great. But sometimes it's a little bit of an annoying thing, because why should you have a connected system? Well, let me just say, of course you want to have connected as much as possible. Excuse me. Oh, by the way, I am having a cold today, so sorry if I sometimes have to cough or something. I'll try to not to do that too much. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yes. So typically, what I always say in a studio world, be connected via cables as much as possible. But in some cases, that's not possible. So in that case, wireless is okay, but you have to be very, very careful with that. Oh, and by the way, really cool, if it works. Thank you for hosting the show, Kathleen. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Anyway, so this is the an unboxing that I will show to you today, and that is the Cuebi system. They are from the Netherlands. I didn't know that, but they are really from here. So that was a cool part. And let's start with the unboxing process, because I haven't. Go back to this screen. I haven't seen it yet. So let's open it up. So this is the first time that I can see it. So I love this pouch. I'm gonna bring this camera again here. So it says Cuebi right there. It has a very nice feel to it, very nice texture, and of course you can just open it up with a zipper. And you will be the first one to see it, because I will open it up to you. So let's do it like so. Ooh. Okay, so what do we have here? We have loads of cables. We've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 cables. Then we've got these nice strips. Okay, nice. So these are I believe that they're called Velcro strip. Velcro, is that correct? Check that out for me, because otherwise I'm making a stupid mistake. Let's go into this again. And these things right here should be battery packs. So this is 1 battery pack, this is 2 battery pack, this is 3 battery pack, and this is 4 battery pack. And why is the battery pack? Because within the tally system itself, there is no there's no battery. There's no internal battery, right? So it is really something that has to be done internal. Velcro. That's it. Thank you, Kathleen. Velcro. Go back to this. So we have these battery packs, and of course you can also use USB chargers as well. But we're going to do the old-fashioned way, like everybody has these cool things. These are called batteries, so we're going to use these as well. Also here now on Twitch. Whoa, Jordan, you have a split personality. You're on Facebook and you're on Twitch. Oh my gosh. And Jason is also in the house on Facebook. Really great that you're here. Again, let's talk about this is a tele system. We just unpacked 4 USB cables, 1 big chunk of Velcro, strips and some batteries as well. And these are the systems. This is the tele system. Oh, they actually used the Velcro itself to connect to put them into this box. So let's get that out and show you how big it is. So this is the size of this thing, and I'm gonna tell you what the tele light is in a minute, but this is really small. This is I mean, if you put a battery next to it, like, I mean, right? So let me put it right there so that so that you can see. So it's even smaller than a battery, and I have 4 of them right here. I got one with a red stripe, with a green stripe, and a blue stripe, and a yellow stripe. So those are the colors that I have. Let's see if there are some. Yeah, indeed. So Kathleen says, "Oh, those are old school batteries." Yes, they are definitely old school batteries. And Kathleen also says they are smaller than I expected. Believe me, they are smaller than I have expected it. I mean, I've looked at the pictures. They have a great website, by the way. But I was like, okay, this is bigger than this. It should be better, right? So, but the thing is that, and if you look on the website and if you talk to them, they really have chosen not to put the battery power into the system itself, but you have to charge them externally, which makes it easier because these kind of batteries you can just buy at the gas station without any problems, and so you're always hooked up, right? So let's try them out. Let's see how things go, right? So in order to do that, we actually need to set them up. You need to install them, so to speak. So in order to do that, you have to go to their website. And now I have to prepare this a little bit here. Go to their website right here. Well, my mouse is not behaving today, but we'll figure out what that is in a minute. But there you go. So this is the website that they have. Again, they're from the Netherlands. And you can see it doesn't really matter what kind of switcher you have, the NewTek TriCaster, the ATM switcher from Blackmagic. Vmix is also working, and there's a video in there as well. We can show it, but let's not do that just in case. Yeah, it is small. We just saw that it's light. The weight is only 10 grams. And so it's no limit to movement, but of course you do need to have an external battery there as well. And you can also trigger it externally if you would like to do that in the future as well. And it's upgradable, so you can really do it the good way. Affordable, yeah. So that's another thing. So typically, tele systems will cost you, especially if you have like 4 of them. They will start around $1,000. This is just a pause to put that into perspective. So they start at $1,000. That's a typical thing, and that's the reason because you have to buy a central unit, which is roughly about $600, and then you have the teleless, which is about $200 each. With this system, you have a full set for 600 euros or dollars. So if I go in, oh, that's the wrong channel. Oh, there we go. If I go here, the whole thing costs 600 euros, so that's $650. Still a lot of money, but it puts it into perspective. So it is more affordable. That is definitely the case. And it has a lot of different possibilities here as well. So to connect to your camera, to connect to all kinds of triggers and that kind of stuff. So definitely something to do. But why am I on this page? Well, that is because I need to download the software. So you have a Mac software, you've got the Windows software. Now, I have to admit that I actually did prepare it a little bit ahead of time. So I do have the Cuebi setup utility connected to my system, and I can actually show you what it looks like right now. Boom, there it is. So really simple. There is no device found. Connect your devices via USB. So that is that's one thing that I would love to do at this moment. But before I start into that, let's go into the comments, because there are quite some comments. Kathleen is really on a roll today. Well, let me see. Let me see. That's what I like about those batteries. You can get them everywhere that you want. Just in case, definitely, indeed. Woohoo! Vmix logo. Yes. Definitely. There. Yes, so Kathleen's reaction, $1,000 is definitely for me also a lot of money. So yeah, and that this is a much better deal. And you will see. I'm not going to talk about it today because I have a little bit out of the box thinking about it. So we'll talk about that at a later stage. But for today, we're gonna make it as easy as possible. We're gonna show it to you how it's typically meant to be for the most of us. So again, sorry for my cold. So the software we just saw, it actually states. Let me go back to the website here and show you the application again. So it actually states that it has to have the USB device connected. So yeah, in order to do that, we need to use, I presume, one of these connectors. And of course, it's difficult to get it open. There you go. This is one of the connectors, so it's a USB to a smaller USB, micro USB connection. It has these really cool things so that it's a smaller setup. And the reason for that being is that you can also use this to charge your tally. But for now, we're going to use it for the upgrade process. So what I'm going to do, because I'm in a yellow mood today, I'm going to use the yellow right here. And I will put that thing in here, like no, the other way around. There you go. So now it's connected, as you can see. Again, this is how small it is. And it's now connected. So now I will be connecting it to the computer. So let's put this screen on there for a minute and connect it to the computer. And it's booting up. Blue light, blue light, blue light. And it automatically sees the Cuebi light. And then you can select what you want to do with it. So that screen that you see right there, sorry again for my cold, you see that you can put in all kinds of connectivity information. So I actually already prepared a little bit ahead of what I want to do. So this will be Cuebi Light 4, as in the yellow one. Then I'll put my Wi-Fi name, and this is something that you need to know, is that it's in clear text. So I will do that at the latest. So your Wi-Fi name and your password. It does not check for your Wi-Fi name because typically, if you have a professional Wi-Fi system, you do not show the Wi-Fi name. That's one of the reasons. And the reason why the password is also clean text, well, that's what they said, is that if you're under stress and you need to make it perfect, you want to see it immediately. And there is something to say about that, but it's really security-wise, I would say it's not really secure. But I understand that if you're on location, you don't want to be hindered by this kind of stuff. So let's delve into it again. The network address that I want to give it is 192.168.174. You can also click DHCP if you want. That is definitely also possible, but for now I am clicking on this. What kind of switcher do we have? Well, we have the Blackmagic ATM, the Vmix, TriCaster, Roland, USB controlled, and a Vmix older than version 20. We have a newer version, Vmix, and what inputs do we want to connect to this? Well, let's just put it on number 1. And the IP address of the IP switcher, I know that from the heart, is this one. So that is my Vmix. And in the meantime, I will be selecting the correct Wi-Fi, like so. I am using the 2G network because that is more than enough and has a bigger range than 5G. But it works both on 2G and on 5G. And the password, boop, 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 something like that. And then you say restart the device, like so. And it is connecting. It's going down. Oh. Oh yeah, it's working. Yeah, it's working. Oh, okay, it's working. so now it's working. You cannot see it for now, but just believe me that when I say it's working. But in the meantime, I will check some comments. Hey, what's going on? How are you, Andy? Great of you to be here in this episode of Taekwondo. We're doing the tally light system. I just connected one tally to the system via a configuration channel, and we will now be using it to show you how it works. Now, I have this camera, which is my lovely 5D Mark III. I love it, full frame camera. This is going to be the temporary camera that I'll use to showcase how it works. So this camera will act as that camera right there, this camera right there. That's just for your information so that you know what it is. How will I use them? And he says, I'm gonna tell you. Just give me a few seconds to get that device again. So there we go. And it's ready to party. So as you can see, it's now down because it doesn't have an internal battery. But let me show you how it is used looking at the camera. So I'll just put in my this right here. And I will add this device on the hot shoe or cold shoe, doesn't matter. And yeah, as you can see now, it is really a small device on a camera. So that is that. And like I said, we are going to use old school, the batteries. These are the batteries. And so that means that I have to have a battery pack. That's the one that's a little bit open. Let's try this one. All right. Oh, this is one. And now I need to open it up. Let me see how this is opened up. So, like so maybe. There you go. So this is now opened. And then we put in the batteries. Hard to read. Ah, there it is. Yep. There you go. That's one. And that's two. So why am I using tally lights is because I am also streaming events, and sometimes the presenter wants to look into the camera and then they want to know who is on the camera, which camera do you have to look at. So like me, I know because I am actually controlling this camera. I know I can go to this camera or to this camera. I can really see that because I am really doing that myself. So okay, so this is a USB type of thing. It has a light so that you can see something if in the dark, which is great, and you can put it on USB. So now it's on USB support. So now if I click on this, and on this, it's booting up. It's booting up right there, and if all is well, it will turn green. Green means that it's in preview, and in order to show that to you, I need to show you a little bit of how Vmix is looking like at this moment. So let's show that. So you have the green part here on the left hand side, and you have the red bar on the right, on the right hand side. So that means that if you are live on the if you have on preview, it turns green. If you're red, it turns red. So now this camera thinks it's that camera. So that is very great. So what does that mean? Does that mean that if you could connect another one to it, it will also work? Of course. But before I do that, let's check some comments in the meantime. So yeah, and it says how will you use them? So like I said, for events mostly, and especially if there's a presenter that wants to know which camera to look at, it makes it easier. And this is the out of the box thinking. This is also possible if you go live with the live view. How I'm going to do that, I will tell you later because I have to test that still. But that's really cool, I think. Indeed, Stuart says so small over on Twitch, and it works as a flashlight as well. Okay, torch for you. That's handy. I know, right? It's really cool. So this is one, but let's connect another one. So let's see if I would connect another. Oh, then I need to have batteries, of course. Let's get you some batteries. Just give me a few seconds. I will put it right there. Just sorry for my noises. Again, a little bit of a cold going on, but other than that, everything is fine. Let's open it up. If it lets me. No, it doesn't. Let's maybe get rid of the protective coating. There you go. I'll put it right here because I have it in. There you go. Finally. It's a little bit tough. Now I have a lot of batteries, as you can see right here. Better be prepared for everything. So I'll just use this one right here. I'm always prepared with a lot of batteries. That's just the way I am. So that's one, and that is. All right, that's two. Is it working? Let me see. Light is working. All right. So this is the way that it looks like without the protective coating right there. So it's a very, small device right there. And you can select a USB right here. So now it's USB charging. So we have to have another one right here. Let's hook it up. Like so. So now this one is hooked up. And I will put that one in the charger as well. So now this one is red. Wait a sec. Is that correct? Huh. So now it's green. And now it's red. Now it's green. Now it's red. So as you can see, it knows which camera is active. If it's a different camera altogether, then there's only one which is green, and this one here is totally blank. So it knows exactly which one is live. There is a little bit of a delay, I know, but it's a very short delay. So let's try it one more time because I like to play with this part. So this is now it's black, now it's red. Now it's green, and now it's red. See? And sometimes it takes a bit of a time to switch, but it's straight forward. So yeah, really, I think that this is really a cool part. Andy says, so it integrates with Vmix. Yes, it does integrate with Vmix quite well. So you can have up to 4 cameras connected that you can actually see. And even if you don't have somebody who's a talent, but you wanted to do it for yourself because you sometimes forget which one it is, like I did earlier on in this show, you can actually have it mounted on top of the camera so that you can say, oh yeah, this one is active. Oh, now this one is active, or now this one is active right there. So that is really a cool thing, I would say. So that is the first impression. Like I said, I will be using this one during events. As a matter of fact, I will be using it for the first time tomorrow during a smaller event. Actually, it's more of a interview with 3 cameras. So it's already something which is interesting to do live. It's about the hospital here in the city that will merge with a hospital that's about 50 miles from here, and people are of course a little bit like hesitant to say, hey, if you merge, what does that mean? Do we have to get surgery somewhere else? How does it? What means? What will happen with costs and that kind of stuff? And the building itself is also very old. I mean. I have been there when I was 5 years old, and that really didn't change that much in the meantime. Anyway, so definitely something that has a high value here in this region. Thank you very much for watching. Because, and again, sorry, before I forget, I will be also connecting this for the live view setup. And that is something which is a little bit out of the box, and I hope that you will like it. I think it's time to go. Thank you very much for watching. A lot of people were joining. I see Andy, I see Kathleen, Stuart, Jason, Jordan, Caroline, my dad, and Luam. All, thank you very much for being here live. It was great to see you here. Let me see. Thanks for the stream, says Andy. Well, thank you for being here. Like I said, if you want to support the show, then if you're here live, that's already a tremendous amount of time. Thank you so much. If you want to support the show via donating something, then you can always donate via this website, taekwondo.net, and see what we can do with that. This is live streamed every Saturday on Facebook, YouTube, and these days also on Twitch. And on Twitch we also have a pre-show half an hour earlier, so that we can get things organized and a little bit of an exclusivity behind the scenes for you as well. Thank you very much for watching. Kermit, who's right here below, he's also thanking you for watching, and I hope to see you. There he is. I hope to see you next week, bright and early, and have a fantastic weekend.